every time I meet somebody, every time I get to talk to somebody, I say, okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What's your plan? You know what I mean? Because I want everybody to own their stuff. I want everybody to be able to support their other generations down their grandkids, their kids, their grandkids, like from generations on as generational wealth. I'm trying to create generational wealth, not only for myself, but everybody around me.
Everybody who eat with you.
Is if I make a bunch of millionaires around me, I can never fall off.
We lit. We here, baby. We live and direct. A1 Live Podcast. We here, we lit, and we live. And I got songwriter, artist, producer, pianist, entrepreneur, businessman.
Big facts.
All around, you know what I'm saying? All around dope individual. You feel me? Preach 700. Thanks for going live with me, G's.
It's definitely a pleasure, brother. Definitely a pleasure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I know, I appreciate you for taking time out of your Saturday, you know what I'm saying? Sit down and link up with me, bro. I know I've been going back and forth with your manager trying to get you fit in, and I appreciate you for, just taking the time out and, you know what I'm saying, chopping it up with a brother. You feel me?
Oh, yeah, it's all good, brother. Whatever you need.
Yeah, for sure. Let's get straight off into it, man. Talk about the mindset behind MBK, My Brother's Keeper. What was the mindset behind that record? Who produced it? And you know what I'm saying? Walk me through that.
Okay, so My Brother's Keeper, the mindset of My Brother's Keeper is basically at the time and right now, we were still going through like police brutality. And I wanted to tell my other brothers out there that I'm not your enemy. I'm not against you. I'm not against us. I'm for us. And sometimes people are brainwashed to think that, we against each other, and that's what they want us to do. They want us to pit each other against each other, so it make it seem like I'm better than you or you better than me, and people get jealous. And I just said, man, listen, I'm my brother's keeper. I'm with you. We need to stand together, and together we're stronger. When we're divided, we're weak, and people miss that concept because everybody wants to be the chief. Everybody wants to be the big dog, but don't nobody want to do, be the soldier. So I'm like, man, listen, we're going to be soldiers. We're going to stand together. We're going to fight together. And we're going to make sure we get what's coming to us. That's where My Brother's Keeper came from.
Absolutely. And they're doing big numbers, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you like when you making songs like that, do you pick the production? Like how much of your creativity or your mindset going to picking the production, picking who do the video treatment? Like how much of that is all preach? You know what I'm saying?
It's my videos and my songs are already visions in my head. Okay. So what I do is I pick the right people that could bring the vision that I have in my head to reality so the world can see it in the best view. So with My Brother's Keeper, I had one of my friends, Flight 1424, John. He's a great videographer. And I told him what my vision was, and he don't shoot regular videos. He don't like to shoot like the average in the kitchen hood videos with everybody with guns and all
in the yard, 40
in the yard. The same video that everybody else got. He don't like shooting stuff like that. Everything that we shoot, it has to be a story. It has to mean something. It has to have, something behind it. So I told him what I wanted to do. I let him hear the song. Elevated Studios is where that was shot at. Let's see, Joey produced it from Elevator Studios. He produced My Brother's Keeper. Took a sample from the movie Ghost.
Yeah.
Of all movies. He took a sample from Ghost and flipped it. And I was like, when I heard the beat, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, make one of them faces. You feel me?
Do that. Ooh, face. I don't mess with it. But they brought the visual to life. And I put it out there to let people know that I stand with you no matter what.
Well, let's get a little bit of background, Preach. Like, where you from originally?
Okay, so I was born in San Francisco, California, raised in Fairfield, California, 707, the Bay Area.
Dope. Like how much of that, like how much of growing up in the Bay Area and being in those surroundings, how much of that has influenced like the artist that you are, the artist that you were, even let's take out the artist, the person that you are and the artist that you are right now. Like how much of that, surrounding influence like what you write, your pen game, how you move in life. You follow what I'm saying?
So basically, like the Bay Area is its own. It's like a whole different world. You know what I mean? From like people seeing California. When you think of California, they first think of like L.A., Hollywood, all that. So in Northern California, Southern California, it's like two different states. You know what I mean? It's two different worlds.
Two different worlds.
The Bay Area, the culture of the Bay Area, it influences the way we write, the way we move, the beats we pick, what we say, our language. I'm from the Bay. I say hella. People be like, "What's hella?" A lot of hella. You know what I mean? Like we say, we go dumb. That's the same thing as the South getting crunk. You know what I mean? We getting high, all that stuff. But we have so much to say, so much talent out there. It really affects everything that we do because we want to make sure that we're representing where we come from correctly. Mm-hmm. Now, my genre of music, I can write any type of music. I can write country, rock, pop, R&B, rap, whatever. I can go bar for bar. I can go for melodies, whatever it is, I can write it. But in everything that I do, no matter how big I get, no matter how many things I accomplish, I always let people know I'm from a small city, Fairfield, California, and that's what I represent.
Is that where you get your hustle from? Because the Bay, that's what they known for too. That whole area, y'all known for the hustle. Is that where
the independent hustle? Now we watch people like the E40s and the Too Shorts, the Mac Dre's. We watch them and we see their hustle.
Even P, because that's where he learned his hustle from being over there.
P was in Richmond. People don't even be knowing that P started No Limit Records in Richmond, California, because he had a record shop called No Limit Records. And he was messing with a producer, K. Lou. Shout out to K. Lou from Richmond, California. But P got the game from St. Charles. Mm-hmm. And you'll hear E40 say it a lot. I got the game from my uncle St. Charles. Yeah. You feel me? And that's where P got it from. And so P came down to the Bay Area, got that Bay Area independent game, that independent hustle and slang that we got, and he ran with it. That's what it was. He ran with it. So that hustle is in us. It's not on us. We was born with it. Yeah. That's the type of Bay Area hustle.
Yeah. When you and you speaking about a lot of these dope legends and dope MCs and even not just dope artists but street legends too. Is it almost automatic growing up in that area, that scenery, that you gonna come across like the street life, or is that a misconception?
It's not. Okay, so it depends on where you grow up at, but 99% of the time you gonna come across the streets. Especially being in the Bay Area, man. Like spots is tough. It gets real rough. I mean, me like I said, I was born in San Francisco, California. I went to school out there. I lived in Oakland, California. I lived in Richmond, California. I lived all over the Bay. So it gets real tough. The streets is right there in front of you. You got to think. You can sit there and go to school, or you could be on the block hustling. Because all the hustlers is pulling up in the old schools with the rims and the beat slapping, and it's enticing. You see people with the chains, you see people, grills, all that stuff is enticing the girls. And it makes you want to say, school, why would I want to go do that? You know what I mean? Yeah. Why would I want to whoop when I can sit here and make way more money?
When I can have this right now.
My family is starving. My mom needs food. I need to put food on the table for my little brothers and sisters. It gets like that, and that can swallow you up. And you have some people like the Damian Lillards that have come, the Damian Lillards, who else came out the Bay Area? Jason Barrett in the San Francisco 49ers. Like, you got people that come out and they still go above and beyond and they make it through. But that's because they got hustlers that see the talent of the youngsters and be like, nah, you can't be out here.
You're not doing this. You go do something else. Like, we got this.
School. You got too much talent to be out here. Go to school. And it took those hustlers those OGs that had the game and knew that street life wasn't for them to keep them in check. You feel me? And and now look at them. They said big stars.
Absolutely. You mentioned something. You said I can break out a country music song. I can write some R&B. You know what I'm saying? I can do a trap record. I can do a melodic record. But it's almost like your music is like you still speak for the streets. It's like a street gospel. Like you know what I'm saying?
I call it a ghetto gospel.
How did you develop that sound, bro? Like, was that always the vision, or did you develop that over time? Talk about developing your sound and how did that come about?
Okay, so I'll break down where I even got my name from. So when I was a kid, I used to be kicked out. I used to be sleeping on the streets and stuff. And my auntie, she said, if you want to come, you feel me? If you want to come stay at my house, you got to go to church. And she said that to everybody, you know what I mean? And I was like, man, I don't want to go to no dang on church. So I would fight it. And then one day I was like, I was cold. I didn't have nowhere to go. It was too cold. I was like, man, I'd rather just go to church than sit out here at night. And I went to church. And I started getting heavy into church with her. She was an evangelist. And when I was just a little kid, I'm sitting there preaching to everybody. They were like, oh, that's that little preacher boy right there. That's that preacher boy. And for some reason, it stuck with me. I never left the fact of the matter that I still want to speak the truth. I still want to speak a ghetto gospel. I want people to hear my story. I was always told to shut up when I was a kid. That's in school, at home, everywhere I go, they told me to shut up. I couldn't speak. So now that I have a platform, I'm able to speak to the masses. I give a voice to the voiceless. So that's where my ghetto gospel comes in. The streets is my pulpit. So that's that. I bring the truth from what we see and what we experienced and what we go through, and let people know this is what it is for real, not the fake stuff that everybody keep telling you about.
Absolutely. And now we have it. Preach. You feel me? Now we have it. Preach 700, and that birthed out of that. You mentioned being homeless. You went from homeless to, you know what I'm saying? You got a post that say my life is a movie. From a homeless kid to prison to multi-business owner. Talk about like going through that process of going through being homeless, because it's a kid that'll look up to Preach like, all right, he made it out. How can I make it out? Talk about that process of your mindset of going through that, and how were you able to keep going? You follow what I'm saying? Like, how were you able to just keep going and not giving up? Like,
so basically, I always knew I was born to be great. That's the crazy thing. Like, even when I was like 7 years old, I knew that I was supposed to be great because I never fit in with what everybody else was doing. So no matter the trials and tribulations I was going to, I didn't understand it at the time that me sleeping outside, going through the things that I was going through. Like my manager, which is one of my best friends in the whole wide world, this guy would sneak me into his house and get in trouble. Or he'll sneak out some food for me, or I go have to steal some food, steal clothes, like that type of struggle at that age. It was basically preparing me to be able to, once I got past it, I could help somebody else get out of it, because I'm an example. I'm a living example of what you can actually do when you actually put your mind to it. People say that all the time, you can do whatever you put your mind to, but I'm a living example of it.
Absolutely.
I sat there,
you a testament, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a living testament to, you can do whatever you want to do. All you have to do is put your mind to it and put your grind to it. People, like, some people want things, but they don't want to work for it. They don't want to grind for it.
They want the microwave. They want it right now. I need it right now.
Right now. But I'm gonna tell you this, brother. I've been through so much, and to make it to where I'm at right now, I can never look back. I can't.
Ain't no going back.
I don't even have no rearview mirrors on. I'm just going forward. I'm just gonna keep going forward. God keep elevating me. Right now, I got the Midas touch. Everything I'm touching right now is gold, boom, gold and platinum. Everything I'm doing right now is just working out because the hard work and the dedication that I put into it, the hard work of my team that's helping me. God brought around people that saw the dream that I saw. Everybody can't see the dream that you got. You tell people and they say it's too much. You know what I mean? Oh, no, you ain't gonna never do that.
You're thinking too big, right?
Oh, the people that I got around me, I spoke my dream into existence, and they were right there and saying, "Oh yeah, you can do that. We're going to do it together, and we're doing it right now."
And that's important because a lot of people don't realize it's not all about it's about having that dream, but it's also important the people that you have surrounding you, that like if you got them guys that's just, they don't see it because they don't want to see it, or they don't want to see it because you might leave them, or whatever the reason might be. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you got that crew of supporters, I don't care if it's 3 people. You follow what I'm saying? But as long as you got that crew of supporters, it's easy because y'all gonna lift each other up. We gonna, if we got to split a hot dog, bro, we splitting a hot dog. You get this half, I get like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even eat mustard. You take the mustard side. You
Right.
follow what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So
big
that's hella dope, bro. 700 Global, bro. How did that form? And what's the mission statement for 700 Global?
Okay, so 700 Global. People needs to understand this. People ask about 700 Global a lot. Okay, so 700 Global. If you look at the basis of 700, I'm gonna tell you who it first started with. There's a artist from my city. His name is Ice Mead. Shout out to Ice Mead. Shout out to all BFA.
Salute.
They doing their thing. But he had the idea of 700 Global, and I came home. I did a bid in the joint. I came home and I seen the 700 Global, and I said, man, I need to be a part of this. Like, I need to be into this. And he was like, run with it. Whatever you're going to do, run with it. It's good. You got it. Mm-hmm. So I just ran with it. The 700 stands for where I'm from. So 707 is our area code. That's Vallejo, Fairfield, Vacaville, all the surrounding cities. The 707 is the area code. So when people be like, yeah, I keep it 100. Now we keep it 700. We from the cell. 700 sample, all of us from the cell, just bringing it to the globe. That's why 700 Global. It's not just 700 out here. It's 700 for the world. So I want everybody to see what we doing, what we building, and partner with that. You feel me? That's what the 700.
And that go back to what you said as far as, you know, seeing the vision further than what anybody can see it, because you didn't just say I'm 700 block, I'm 700 global. You follow what I'm saying? Like we taking this further than the eyes can see. You follow what I'm saying?
It's bigger than what they think, man. It's bigger than that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And you got to post it right behind you. I was gonna ask you about Nice and Slow.
Oh,
big record, big record, big hit. You follow me? You got Greedy Boy Fred producing on it.
Greedy Boy, shout out to Greedy Boy Fred, man. That's my little
You follow me? Like, talk about that record. Like, was you laid up with somebody special when you came up with that? Talk about that record.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I slept on that record for a minute. Greedy Boy Fred. Okay, so I was like, I need this sample. I need this sample. And the thing about Greedy Boy Fred, he's such a great producer that anything I say I need, he'll just send it, boom, and it's just hard. But when he sent the first version, I was like, that's dope, but that ain't it. We got to do something to it. We got to flip something to it. And he started putting little things to it, and it just came out amazing. And after I got the beat, I sat on it for a while. I was like, what can I do to this beat? Like, this so hard. What can I do to it? And I just thought of experiences, you know what I mean? Just being out in the Bay, you know, hollering at girls, because that's our thing, man. We players out
you
there.
Know what I'm saying?
So I just thought about, you know, just hollering at girls and just having a good time, like a summer vibe. Yeah. And the lyrics literally just came, like, I think I wrote the song in like maybe like 15 minutes. Took maybe like 40 minutes, 30 minutes to record. And right now, we sat on the record for about, maybe 2 years. Just sat on it. Like, I got 100 and some records recorded that I'm just sitting on right now. And I was just like, my boy was like, hey, you need to release this music. I don't want to hear nothing else. You need to release this music. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. Let's go for it. And we released 6 songs. And out of the 6 songs, Nice and Slow is just going crazy. They got it all over the radio right now. Shout out to my DJ Calvin. DJ Calvin putting in that work, making sure that the record is being broke correctly. Everything is good with that record. That record is doing what I needed to do right now. All the DJs that's going hard on it, shout out to them. I'm happy. I'm real happy, and I can see that it's like the snowball effect. It started real small, and the more it keeps rolling, it's getting bigger and bigger.
Absolutely. And then some records are timeless in that way to where it don't matter when it's bubble, it's gonna bubble and it ain't gonna stop bubbling. You follow what I'm saying? Like some records are just them ones. You got them gems. You got them certain ones that's just gonna go regardless to what you
hey, and then royalty checks coming in on that thing. So I'm like,
you follow what I'm saying? Talk about you gotta pop your collar. You from that way, you feel you gotta bro. Okay, so preach street life. You follow what I'm saying? Homeless, had to go sit down, and now you talk about now you getting royalty checks. What's your proudest moment of your career?
Whew. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so it ain't even really in my career. It's just in life in general. So I went from the kid that I didn't really deal with a lot of people growing up. I was by myself most of the time, right? And it's like the proudest moment of my life is being able to take care of my family. Like Christmas, everybody is looking for me on Christmas because Christmas I'm coming with the best gifts. I'm able to take care of my family and other people's families. You know what I mean? So they don't never their kids and they don't never have to go through the things that I went through. So that's definitely one of my proudest moments.
Can I go back early with you a little bit, preach?
Rock, let's go.
What first got you into music? When did you start writing? Like when did you like you know what I'm saying? What first got you into like saying, okay, I want to be an artist? Like you follow what I'm saying? This is what I want to do for my career. I don't see myself working for nobody. I don't see myself like I want to be the voice for the people.
I literally my mom found something that I had from the 3rd grade, and it said that, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a singer. You know what I mean? Like this was always the dream. I mean, we played hoop, we played ball. You know what I mean? And it's like, we can go to the NBA or the NFL, something like that. But music was literally always there.
It was always the end game. Okay,
it was always the end game. My brother was doing music. Shout out to the hospital, man. That's my brother. He's doing his thing. He got his label out there. But he was doing his rapping first, and I would see what he was doing, and we was in competition. I was like, I know I can do it better. I know I can do it better. So we recording on the karaoke machine. We got the beat playing on another radio, and we got the tape in the karaoke machine. See tapes. You see, I'm telling my age. So we got in the karaoke machine, and we would hold the microphone and rap our bars near the other speaker, the other radio, so the beat was playing in the background. And I was seeing him and all the friends, everybody was doing
here, bro. I'm from the Midwest. So me and my cousin, same way. We in the basement with the karaoke machine mic over the whatever type of poles was in the basement.
On the mic?
You follow what I'm saying? Had it over that boy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I understand. I understand.
The struggle is real, but the thing is the hunger at being so young, we were so hungry to be heard and to create that we used whatever we had around us to make something happen. Like kids nowadays, they got it so sweet. They got it so easy. We didn't even have the internet how it is. There was no YouTubes and IGs and none of that. And we really had to grind it out. We was making our own CDs and passing our CDs out. I was in a newspaper. I sold 1,500 copies of my CD that I pressed up myself. It's called A Thug's Testimony. When I was like 15 years old, 14 years old, they put me in a newspaper for it. I was selling copies hand to hand, $5. So, and the support was there. And my brother, my whole city was doing it. Everybody was just making music, record. Once we was able, because we didn't even have our own beats at the time, we were just doing instrumentals, whatever we could find. So once we learned how to record ourselves, it was just on from there.
So when did the instruments, when did the piano come and play? Were they both hand in hand? Did you play? Cause for me, I learned how to play keyboard piano when I was 8 years old. Mom's put a keyboard in front of me. I started off playing by ear. I had the radio next to me, and then whatever came on, I'm whoa. You see what I'm saying? What came first for you? Like how did piano came in? Was it because of lack of producers? Like, talk about that a little bit.
So it was when we got the FL Studio, like the old ones. Like we had the demo version,
The
like
first, but yeah,
yeah. So
you feel me?
we had the demo version of FL Studio was I-80 Productions, the twins. So back in the day, we were called Bloodline. It was all of us together. But I-80 Productions, we were at their house, and we put the demo version on there, and we would try to make like little beats. When we hear them now, we be laughing like, "Damn!" But in reality, at the time, we were all trying to be like the Just Blaze, the Kanye West.
Yeah.
Was trying to be the boy. We thought we was up to something. And we had a keyboard, and I can, but it wasn't until like to actually learn music theory and actually learning chords and progressions. That didn't happen until I was locked up. When I was in the joint, when I was in federal prison, I sat there and they had a piano room, and it was another artist named Smoke from North Carolina. Shout out to Smoke. He was playing, and then I started messing around with it, and then another guy came and was like, "Let me teach you how to do scales." So he taught me how to practice, and every day for like 2-3 hours a day, I was doing scales, like just back to back to back to back to back. And so I was like, you know what? I think I can, put together some chords. So I do chords. I started doing chord progressions. Then I started writing to it, and I was like, damn, I can play it. I don't even have to look at it. Oh, this is easy. Now I'm writing the Before I Made It. So I'm writing My Brother's Keepers. Mm-hmm. I'm writing these type of songs just off of me playing piano. Mm-hmm. And just remembering them and writing down my chords. I didn't even know how to write sheet music at the time, so I would just write down A sharp, B minor, and then put like a 2 count or whatever. Like, and when I came home, then it was on because now I have access to everything. I can play whenever, however, writing songs every day, waking up like out my sleep in a dream, because I get songs in dreams sometimes. So when I wake up, I just stay true to whatever that song is that I dreamed, whether it was a pop song, whether it was a song that sounded like it was for Taylor Swift or whatever. I just write it. I just do it. I never question it. It's like when I'm told to do something, like when God, I believe it's God. Mm-hmm. God's telling me to do something for somebody. Mm-hmm. I don't ever question it. I just do it. I just stay obedient.
You got to do it and trust. Stay obedient and trust. You know what I'm saying? Faith. That's where the faith come in at.
I just trust the process. It hasn't failed me yet. And then like the same thing with the songs. I don't try to put extras to it. I just do exactly how I dreamed it. And man, it's a blessing, especially to be able to jump on the keys and play how you want to, especially when dealing with producers and saying, hey, I want this beat. Some guys go there and they can't tell the producer how they want the beat. I can sit there and go ahead and play the beat. Okay, I want it like this. Boom, 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 boom. And then they throw on the beat. Like I got a producer, Pluto Beats. He is one of the most talented producers in Atlanta. I'm talking about this dude.
Is that one of your go-to producers? If you ain't on the track, is that one of your go-tos?
I got 2 go-tos. And I've got hits with these 2 go-tos. They don't never fail me. It's Greedy Boy Fred. And they be battling. They don't even know they battling. So it's Greedy Boy Fred from the Bay Area. Boom. And then in Atlanta, we got Pluto Beats. I'm talking about like, those are always go-tos to all the songs. Like Nice and Slow. And then I got songs like We'll Go Nice and Slow. That's Greedy Boy Fred. Then you got Bless My Trap. And that's Pluto. Like they just be going at it with the beats. Cause I got other producers that I'll deal with. And I'll work with like I-80 Productions. They'll throw out a hit every once in a blue moon with me. But really, those 2 are the main 2 guys that I hit every time I hear a beat in my head, and they can always deliver.
You brung up, because you a writer, you make your own, like you even like you just said, I go to a producer and I tell them how I want it to sound, and then you brung up, you get your royalties. Mm-hmm. Can you explain to artists out here, because there's a lot of artists out here that think that I'm gonna just rap and forget having my business straight? Can you explain how important that is to have your business right so you can get this bread? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't understand, like,
the music business. People forget the business part of the music industry. So what happened with me was I was signed when I was like 15, 16. I was signed to KMG, which is King Music Group, and the CEO of that was Antoine King. And that's who showed me, you know, another side of music, like actually traveling, actually doing shows. It's not just locally type things. You meeting people. I'm meeting the Rihannas and everybody. But they jerked me out of everything.
Yeah.
They own my masters. I didn't own nothing that I was recording. I didn't even own the house that I was living in. Didn't own the cars, no nothing. So when it all came down to it, they took all the songs that I had wrote and produced and all that stuff, and they gave it to other artists. You know what I mean? So I started studying music business so I can never let that happen again and understand like how to own my own masters and how to receive my publishing, how to get signed up for ASCAP and get my copyrights and all that stuff down packed to where I can't never get jerked again. It's so important that these kids and these new artists understand that you have to study music business to get your bread, because somebody will come and take your song and you will never be able to prove that it was your original song, and they're making all the money off of it. And you sitting there broke and trying to figure out how are they making all this money off my music.
Sometimes I even tell them, like, stop, unless you would have already got your business right for the little samples you putting out on the net. Stop even putting them out on the net, because as soon as you follow what I'm saying, sometimes I tell them even that, like, stop putting your little samples that you ain't even recorded yet on the net, because all it take, and then now you one of these artists this like the person that was coming for Cardi saying that he made you follow what I'm saying? So you had them people that, that's similar to something I made. Well, you probably shouldn't have put it out there, because, like, even if that's true, let's say, I don't want to say it is, because shout out to Cardi, I don't want to say it is and she put her own word, but even if it's true, whose fault is that kind of? Like,
right. You should have protected yourself. But I ain't going to say no names. I ain't going to put no celebrities.
You can. Come on, we here.
Right, but listen, I've seen and heard, I've seen with my own eyes, big boy celebrities, and they hearing certain tunes, and then they taking it, and the producers are remaking the beats, and they're taking the flow, and they're taking songs, and these songs are charts.
Yeah, right, yeah, Billboard,
and I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
I can never. That's why here at 700 Global, we make sure that we're protected all the way around. Anybody we deal with, any song we do, I'm making sure that I'm breaking bread with anybody correctly. My business, I'm going to tell you this, my legacy is so important to me. Mm-hmm. You feel me? My morals, my code of conduct is so important to me. I cannot do bad business with nobody. Anybody who ever comes across me is always going to say, you know what? I got to eat with Preach. Mm-hmm. He was always a solid dude. Always. Mm-hmm. And that's very, very, very important to me. Like, my face card is very important. It has to be like better than American Express anytime I pop up.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And going back to, the imprint 700 Global, I just want to keep putting that out there, because, that's a hell of an imprint. You come across like the type of person that, even after I get done doing this, I'm like, I got several things going on. Like what's the end game? So let's say, okay, yeah, I done put the pen down, but I might want to get into movie production. Like, I might want to, like what's some other aspirations that Preach might tap in and add on to his resume, his long resume already.
Right. So I'm gonna let the people know, I have a commercial cleaning business. Mm-hmm. I have a dog kennel. We breed teacup poodles, and we have the 700 Global. But 700 Global is just the parent. Okay. 700 Global is the parent, and it's gonna birth all these babies of all these other different businesses. Every time I meet somebody, every time I get to talk to somebody, I say, okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What's your plan? You know what I mean? Because I want everybody to own their stuff. Mm-hmm. I want everybody to be able to support their other generations down their grandkids, their kids, their grandkids, like from generations on. As generational wealth. I'm trying to create generational wealth, not only for myself, but everybody around me. Because my
Everybody who eat with
process
you.
is, if I make a bunch of millionaires around me, I can never fall off. I can't fall off.
You ain't gonna sit at the table and then all the kids at the table eating and you the only one with the plate. Like,
I just no way.
because then now they looking at you like, okay, they waiting on the crumb to fall. They
Right. But that breeds like envy and jealousy, and it breeds hatred. You know, and that's not what I want to put into the atmosphere. I'm a positive dude. I wake up every morning like this is another day to be great. I don't care what happened yesterday. I don't bring yesterday into today to affect my tomorrow. I do not do that. Every day is a reset. Boom, positivity, positive energy. I believe in the law of attraction. Whatever I believe, whatever I speak into existence is going to happen. So I want to make sure that my karma is straight. I want to make sure that everybody around me is eating and happy and they understand the goal is we're building together.
I understand that, you know, you big on independency and you big on building your own platforms. Would you ever do a partnership with a label? They come to you.
They already came. So the only way that I would partner with another label is if they come correct. You can't come to me and you know, the music industry, you know, ends up being a pimp hoe type industry. You know what I mean? People don't want to see it that way, but these artists.
And I'm only asking you these questions because you got some artists that, you know, they still trying to find their way, bro. So they'll hear you and say, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? That'll be
yeah. As far as dealing with a major or dealing with someone to partner, I can partner, but I'm not gonna let them try to misuse me. You can use me for what, you know, for what I allow, but I won't allow you to misuse me.
Ain't gonna be no 360 deals coming from Preach. Ain't gonna be no.
I got too much money to be sitting here trying to. I don't need your money. I can do that myself. No, I don't need it. I need my publishing. I need all this. I don't need it at all.
Yo, who would you love to collaborate? Like, give me some names. Throw some names out there that you would love to collaborate. And they could be they could be some artists from the town. They could be like, who would you love to jump on a record with or get on a Preach album?
I'm gonna tell you, this dude is killing the streets right now. Like he is. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
put me on, baby.
For the young, you know him because everybody knows.
Oh, okay.
I would love to work with Lil Baby.
Okay, yeah.
I really fuck with Lil Baby. He's killing the game. I love all my Bay Area people, man. I love them. Like, I have access to all my Bay Area people. You know what I mean? So we working on things right now. We working on a compilation right now with everybody. But you know, we all love Earl. We love Uncle Earl. You 40. You feel me? So Lil Baby. If I had like one person to work with, it would be Lil Baby. Or the big dog Drake.
Dope, man. Yeah. And shout out to Lil Baby because not only is he doing music fire, but then now even recently he's, you know, he behind the scenes. He, you know, he just was at the White House. He's doing all this, you know, protesting and political. Like, so he's a dope influence for the youth, bro. That's what I'm all about. Like, yeah, it's a time to turn up, and then it's a time to, you know what I'm saying, straighten up and be a influence to somebody that's looking at us. You feel me?
We got an artist from out my way. So we have from my city, from Fairfield, California. His name is Sage the Gemini.
Yeah. I know, but yeah.
Homie, Sage the Gemini really showed me, when I paid attention to how he was moving, he showed me we can collaborate with anybody. He has a song with Nick Jonas. He got songs with Flo Rida. He can go in any avenue. So Sage, even though Sage is a little younger than me, I really respect what he was doing. So salute to Sage the Gemini. And we got the Federation. Federation back in the day opened up the doors for us to where we was like, he said, Northern California, I don't care where you stay. I'm from Fairfield, California. When he said that, I said, we got it. We got it. And then we watching Stump the Yard. We at the movie. I hear go hard or go home. Come on.
Yeah.
We can take it. So seeing those little things, people don't, that inspired me. That made me say, okay, they are doing it. I can do it too. When Sage came out, I was in a joint. And I talked to Sage when I came home. And I'm really inspired by what they were able to accomplish. And I'm just trying to take what they've already done and create my blueprint off of that and take it even further.
Are the because I'm from the Midwest, right? So I still got to do my homework, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are the mechanics from out there?
The mechanics, yeah, the producers,
yeah,
the mechanics.
Them boys so hard. Them boys so hard, bruh.
Hey, it's another one. Reese Beats.
Okay.
Hey, get up on Reese Beats. Reese Beats. I've been doing Reese since we was kids, because we all went to the same church together. Me, Reese, Greedy Boy Fred, all of us. So get up on Reese Beats. I'm talking about, he was just doing some stuff with Hitmaker and everybody. Like, he killing the game right now.
Okay.
Killing the game.
Yo, we just COVID, I mean, it is what it is, but it looked like we slowly but surely opening back up. I just seen Madison Square Garden was packed to capacity. We opening back up. Any places you plan on hitting, touching stages? Are you going on tour? Like what's going on? Like, can we see you at a city near us?
We going on a little promo tour. We're hitting all major cities. We haven't got the dates yet, but we are definitely going on a promo tour. We're definitely hitting their stages, performing more. Yeah, I mean, Atlanta, I'm in Atlanta right now. Atlanta ain't never shut down. Atlanta been open this whole time. Everywhere you go, it's always people there. It's you ain't got to.
They like y'all was going through something. What was?
What? Like, Atlanta has been over the whole time, but as far as performing back home and doing shows everywhere else, it's been on lockdown. So then when things start opening back up.
How long you been in Atlanta? How long you been down there in Atlanta? You been down there for a minute?
Like a year.
So is you finding love down there? Like, is they embracing you as well? Like, sometimes it'd be hard to go somewhere and then they be like, yo, okay, he coming in our house, he ain't even wipe his feet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Atlanta, I'm gonna tell you this about Atlanta. Atlanta is one of the most like influential, one of the most like they embrace you like, bro, let's get it. Like, I'm talking about, I came out here, made so much money, I ain't never go back home. That's what it was like. I love it out here. This is my second home. I'm talking. Okay. We Baty aliens, man. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Baty aliens. Like, my brother Cali Hustle, he told me to come down here. And I came down here and he was like, bro, look what it is. They love us. Like, we got a lot of love out here. And I seen it. He showed me who to talk to. And there was no hate, just straight love and just like support. And it was like, wow, I ain't never felt this before. Like, nothing like this. So, I ended up just staying out here, man. It's a lot of love in Atlanta, man. Shout out to the A.
Preach ain't rapping. What would Preach be doing?
I'm a businessman. Okay. That's what I do. Like, I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler's hustler. Like, I sell salt to a snail and water to a whale, man. I'm talking about, I talk a cat off a fish rack. I'm talking about, that's what I do. I am a hustler. So even whether I'm doing music or whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing it to the best of my abilities, to the highest level it can possibly be done.
They Rap Caviar just came out with a hip hop Mount Rushmore, right? It had Drake on there, Salute. They had Kendrick, Cole, and then they recently added Nicki. Who's Oakland's Mount Rushmore?
Okay, so if you want to talk about the Bay Area,
or just that whole, just your side.
Rushmore is easy. It's not even as hard as people would think. So you would say E40, Back Dre, Too Short. Mm-hmm. Damn, there's one more person that has to go on there. And I'm like, that can be a toss-up. Because there's so many legends that we can say. Because we can even say Tupac can be on there. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, Tupac was in the band with everybody.
Yeah.
on that fourth one, that would be the hardest one that I can possibly come up with. But those main three though, those main three will guaranteed be on there, and the fourth will be a toss up.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna come back to you on that one. Don't worry about it. If Preach can change anything in his life, right? Would he, or did, like, let's say, did that prepare you for this? If you could change anything in your life, what would it be?
So my thought process on all this is that I am who I am because I've been through what I've been through. I would not be who I am if I didn't go through what I've been through. So I don't want to change my past. No matter how hurtful, how much pain, all the stuff that I've been through, betrayal, all that stuff, I would not change it, because if I change that, then that would take away that piece of me that created who I am today. So I'll be homeless again. I'll go through all that. I'll go through jails. I'll go through all that again to get those life lessons, because God made me go through all those trials and tribulations, and I'm still going through trials and tribulations. Everything's not perfect in the world, but I had to go through those in order to be who I am today, in order to help somebody else get out of that same thing.
Amen, bro. Amen, bro. I love that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm a little preachy right there.
You feel me? Let me open up the Psalms. You feel me? Hey, man, and salute, bro, because you know we are at that age where we relate to the old heads and we relate to the new. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, we in that middle, right? So we got those that's coming up that they want to hear a word. They want to, you know what I'm saying? And the word ain't got to be, oh, wait, if you don't do this, sometimes the word is just words of encouragement. You feel me? So we need all that. We need all that. All that is healthy, bro. Like, for real. You watch sports?
I watch sports.
You wasn't rooting for LA, was you?
I wasn't rooting for LA. I was not. My brother hated that. My brother, hey, listen, my brother is a sports fanatic, right? And he's an LA fan. Okay, so I stuck to the Bay Area teams from birth. I didn't just jump on the
You didn't bandwagon, okay.
I was born a 49er. I was born a Giants. I was born a Warrior. This is what I started out with. My brother, he likes Green Bay. Like, where the hell when you start liking Green Bay? Like, he's just like Green Bay Packers. But he's a Laker fan. And I was not going for the Lakers at all. Like, shout out to LeBron and the Lakers and stuff, but nah, I wasn't going. I didn't think that was going to happen to him like that, though.
Yeah. I ain't surprised. I didn't think that was gonna happen to him like that, but then I ain't surprised. Like, you can't carry it all the time. And then at the end of the day, bro, he not Jordan, bro. Like he not Jordan. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's discussion. Woo!
You feel what I'm saying? King Tut, bro. Like, let him know, bro. Like, King Tut, like, how that? Come on, bro. How that happened? Come on, man. Talk to me.
Okay, so look, King Tut was wrote while I was in the joint. Right? So, let him know was when I came home and I was seeing what was going on. I like, while you in there, like, we didn't even know what DMs was. We thought DMs stand for Dirty Memphis, because Yo Gotti's it's going down in the DM. We thought DMs stand for Dirty Memphis. We didn't even know what it stand for, no nothing. So I come home and this is a different world. So I'm looking at people and I'm like, nah, y'all ain't it. Y'all are not it. Like, all these dudes, everybody druggies, like they it wasn't it for me. So I wrote a song. Like, and I was just saying how I felt and what I saw, and basically saying, like, if you don't know about me, oh, you gonna know. I'm gonna let you know who I am. Period, point blank. And then with the King Tut, I was playing the piano. And I heard these chords, and I was just like, I don't know what I saw. I think I seen like a National Geographic book sitting to the side with King Tut on the front of it. And I was like, you know what? In my city, I'm King Tut around here. You know what I mean? So I just spoke on it, man. I wrote the record, and I just wanted people to know, like, one, I'm gonna let you know who I am, and two, I need you to understand that I'm King Tut around here, so you gonna respect something.
And I respect it, my G. Like I respect it to the utmost, bro. And while we on hell of a records, bro. First of all, I just want to say the video treatment to Before I Made It.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you at the piano, the all white. You got homegirl in the back, balleting and doing her
Yeah.
thing. Like who directed that? And again, like is that so? That's your vision. Like talk to me about that. Talk to me about that record and even the video process.
So that record, when I wrote that record, I was in a joint again, and I was just going through some things. You know what I mean? As we all do, we go through things, and a lot of people don't know how to express what they're going through. So I sat there and at the piano, and I just really wanted people to hear me and know my story, and so I just put the chords down and I just played it out, and I wrote the song. When I came home, I had the video in my head. All right, I said I didn't want the average video, and I was willing to spend whatever. I didn't come home to no money. I had to hustle my money, work my regular job, save my money because I believed in what I was doing. So I was just like, okay, man, I'm gonna put this together. I tapped into one of my good friends, Nicole. Shout out to Nicole at Empire. I tapped into her, and she tapped into. I told her my vision, and she tapped into a friend of her named Jay Nice, who directed Before I Made It, and then she brought in a cameraman that goes by the name of Dana Rice. Dana Rice is a monster with that camera. I'm talking, man. Anybody who's got a video from Dana Rice, check him out. I'm telling you. But Dana Rice came with the camera, and I just had an idea. So we did auditions for the ballet, for the ballerinas. And as far as the violinist, crazy thing is I'm driving in LA, and it's the day before the video shoot, and I see a violinist playing on the street. Just at it. I was like, damn, that sounds good as
because you don't know how much. Like you didn't have a lot going on in that video, but it was a lot going on in that video. You follow what I'm saying?
Okay, so I learned a method. It's called keep it simple, stupid. So I just sometimes you don't have to do so much to get your vision and your point across. Like just the little subtle things can be so loud instead of you having to scream it out. You know what I mean? So I mean that whole situation, I got talked about. It was like, oh, why you didn't get a black ballerina? Well, I auditioned one. I auditioned matter of fact 3, and I picked the best one.
Yeah.
That's what it was. The best one is what won. But I had it on World Star. So I'm gonna tell you, like when I put that out, I had probably like maybe 1,500 followers on IG. Okay. Like I didn't have nobody. Like you know what I mean? I just had like people that I knew, went to school with.
Yeah.
I put the video on World Star. And lo and behold, this thing just take fire.
It grew legs.
It was like, oh, bam, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. Man, we had 1 million views on. Wait a minute, hold on, wait. We are on the front page of World Star. You know what I mean? We end up getting like 1.7 million views on that video. And at that point, I knew that the money that I spent, that I saved, I worked every day and saved whatever I can save to put it towards that video. And when people was telling me that, why you want to spend that much money on the video? You don't have to spend that. Man, I'm spending the bag on this video, and I'm not going to do no half-stepping because I believe in what I'm doing, and I put it together. But all those views, then all the follows every day, like pages of followers. I'm like, where are these people coming from?
Notifications blowing up.
Back to back to back to back to back, and people hit me and telling me how much that song like really did something for their lives because I was honest. People don't understand if you're just honest with yourself. There's people that's going through what you're going through, and some people don't want to be completely honest, and they try to put that fake stuff in there, and that's why people don't be feeling them. I came raw and uncut about exactly how I felt and exactly what I was going through, and it worked.
Yeah,
I'm talking about. I got deals off of that. Like people was hitting me, like really checking for me off of me doing Before I Made It.
Wow. Yeah. That and that's and again, more testimony. Like you feel me? Like for real, bro. I got one more question, bro. Like, cause and I probably can't because I want to be able to monetize this, so I ain't gonna be able to. Is preach a coochie fiend?
I'm a pussy fiend. I'm a pussy fiend, and you know it. Hey, listen, I don't know if you heard that joint. That joint came. I'm thinking about I'm like, damn, this Pluto. Shout out to Pluto again. Send me a beat. I was like, ooh, Pluto doesn't. He sent me a beat that has so much. I want to say just so much, just ism in it, like just some player stuff.
And you did and I like how you did the live. You know, you called it the quarantine ballad. You know what I'm saying? You did the live set in front of the. You know what I'm saying?
Sitting right in front of the piano, just played it, and
you knew what to do. You knew what the.
Yeah, I was in Wyoming on a ranch doing that. Wyoming on a ranch, man. I was trying to make big plays in the oil industry.
Okay.
I was doing that, but yeah, I got the beat. I looked at the map, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do every state in the United States, and I'm gonna do Puerto Rico and Hawaii at the same time. I'm gonna name everybody because when I go to that state.
But that not only is that dope writing, that's smart marketing as well. You follow what I'm saying?
Everybody wants to hear their state. I started off in Cali. I ended in New York. I got a shot out in there, and I didn't have some bad. I done been through all 50 states twice, damn near already.
Okay.
Right? So every state I've been through, not only have I got a bag there, but they got some fine ass women.
You feel me?
So I had to write
it. And to be honest with you, who buys most of them? Who like the number one consumer in the U.S. is who?
Women.
So
it's women. People miss the ladies, but nowadays I ain't gonna lie, the ladies is becoming more tougher than the guys.
Yeah,
so they in there like really going hard. They hitting all the shoot 'em up, bang bang records. Like damn.
That's true, bro. Pre 700. What's next for you, baby? What can we expect, man? What can we look forward to, man?
Man, listen. As cliche as it sounds, man, the sky and beyond is the limit, man. We just going way beyond that, man. We got so many things lined up. We got the EP coming. We got a basketball tournament we're going to do for $4,000 cash prize, a 3-on-3 tournament out here in Atlanta. There's so many things. Like, my manager, like my brother.
And real quick, I want to shout out to your manager, man, because a lot of times behind the scenes, bro, it'll be hard to communicate with people, but
he's a genius, bro.
I give him like you know what I'm saying. So salute to him, man, and make sure that you tell him, man, salute to him, bro, because like that's important. Like a lot of people don't understand it. Communication is the key. Like whether you can do it or not, whether it's like communication is the key, and I appreciate him for communicating.
I've been knowing him since we was 10 years old, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, he has the ideas like where? Oh, he had it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We got our own lighters.
Fire. Send me one of them. Hard.
The code's got all the music on it. Not only that, we got our own pins, 700 global pins that are stylish, where you can use on your phone, your tablet, anything. You press it, they light up. Like all these ideas that I have or he has, we bring it to the world. And anything I say. Sometimes it might sound far-fetched. Sometimes he says so that's far-fetched, but he'll find a way to make sure that it happens. So
absolutely.
I definitely appreciate him. Definitely appreciate Michelle. Michelle 700. I'm talking about with anything like with the paperwork, with talking to people, with making stuff happen. She's a team player. She's always, everywhere she travels, she's making sure everybody knows who Preach 700 is. And that's what happens when you have a team that's for you. The team makes the dream work. That's what they say. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's true. You cannot do it all by yourself.
Absolutely, bro. Well, Preach, man. While we appreciate, man, I appreciate you, bro. Like again, I can't say it enough for sitting down and chopping it up with me and taking your Saturday out, man. It's the summertime. You could be somewhere getting some more bread, adding to the M's. But you know what I'm saying. You rocking with me, and I appreciate it, G's.
I appreciate you, bro. This is a blessing even talking to you, bro. For real, I appreciate it.
100. 700. Where can they find you at?
Right. Definitely 700. Okay, so you can find me on IG at The Real Preach. That is at The Real Preach. Find me on IG. On my YouTube is Preach707. Type that in and all the videos pop up, everything pop up. Man, yeah, hit me. Any collaborations, anything, man, tap into Mo 700 Global. That's what is it? It's Mo, yeah, Mo 700. Tap into him, tap into me, tap into Michelle 700. We all here, man. The 700 family, man.
700. Again, preach. Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Appreciate you.
It's all good, brother. It's a blessing.